So guess what? YouTube has done something stupid once again, and we have to go ahead and talk about it because you know it's YouTube. They can't make good decisions. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they actually make some really good decisions. But not today, because YouTube decided to take down a 2-year-old video belonging to Saammuel. I'm also going to be talking about the 2 recent strikes that girmsy received recently. I'm also going to be talking about my own experience with the whole YouTube community guideline strikes because I got some few BS community guideline strikes that I want to go ahead and share. But before we get into the video, I want to go ahead and shout out these people that you see on your screen right now for either following me on Twitter or on Threads. So if you want a shout out, then just follow me either on Threads or on Twitter. One of the two, doesn't matter. So what happened? On July 10th, 2023, Saammuel tweets out saying, I logged into my main account today to find that an unlisted video I posted in 2021 about a guy who threatened me had been striked. This is completely unfair and absolutely ridiculous. That's an old video that has been on the platform for 2 years, only gets flagged now at Team YouTube. Here's those 2 images just in case you want to see them. Team YouTube responds by saying, want to make sure we're looking at the right video. Can you share the video URL so we can take a look? Saammuel gives out the link. Team YouTube responds by saying, looks like your appeal is under review. Right now, it's best to wait until you hear back from our policy team via email. Let us know if you have other questions in the meantime. Saammuel responds saying, thank you. I'll reply later when I get the appeal decision back. The next day, Saammuel would tweet out saying, my appeal for my wrongful strike was rejected. This is incredibly unfair, seeing as I only swore lightly in the video, didn't use any insults or slurs whatsoever, and was just speaking about the threatening actions my once friend did to me in real life and online at Team YouTube. At around the same time, another YouTube commentary channel by the name of girmsy got struck with a community guideline strike, and he goes on Twitter saying, seriously follow the Rumble guys, just got another strike, lol. Saammuel would retweet that tweet by saying, there is no way, what is YouTube doing? girmsy has received 2 strikes in the past month. Several people have been terminated unfairly, and I myself have recently got a strike for a 2-year-old video on my main. Generally, absolutely rubbish. So now I'm going to go play a statement from Saammuel. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to the guy. He makes some really cool content, so yeah, here's that statement.
Excuse the lack of editing, I'm going to get Joey to do that because I've just woken up from a nap and I really can't be bothered. I'm just here to make a statement. But I'd like to just point out from my point of view how unfair the YouTube strike system is, something that I've been pointing out now for the past several years. In reference to this specific case, I don't understand how a video that is over 2 years old, unlisted, bearing in mind in that 2 years the rules and guidelines have changed, how can it be striked? I didn't know what the guidelines were going to be in 2 years, and even then I didn't say any slurs, I didn't swear too much, I was very careful with what I was saying, and I didn't really throw insults towards him, only mentioning the colour of his hair, really. What makes it worse is when you appeal, usually they don't bother reading it, so I could have said anything. I could have added the context that this guy threatened me with a knife on YouTube and threatened me in real life, and that I went to the authorities with it, but it probably wouldn't have made any difference whatsoever. And hopefully Joey has shown you some of the screenshots, so I think that's pretty clear by a lot of the Twitter responses that I've had that Team YouTube just don't really care about strikes and their system. They just think, you know, it was part of the process, I guess. I was incredibly lucky to even have the amount of Twitter interaction I did with Team YouTube on Twitter about my issue. It being reviewed several times over there, and it being reviewed once on YouTube, because if I appealed that again, I could get a possible second strike and termination, because, you know, that's how it works apparently. The system is incredibly flawed. There should be no system where a 2-year-old video that was made before the new guidelines came out should be striked. It's completely unfair to the creators, and it's completely unfair that the process is basically impossible to get a strike removed.
Thanks, Saammuel, for your part in the video. Everyone go ahead and subscribe to the dude. Now let's go ahead and talk about girmsy's strikes. Just as an FYI, I'm not too familiar with girmsy. I've seen his content before, but I don't watch his videos all the time. Lately, girmsy's been making some videos talking about femboys, basically criticizing the lifestyle and stuff. And because of that, a lot of femboys are absolutely pissed off. And apparently now, according to girmsy, these femboys are mass reporting videos, and I have seen evidence that this is the case because on one of the tweets that girmsy made, you can see this reply from this person saying that he took down the guy's video and that he's going to get his channel removed very soon. And I want to go ahead and tell you guys my opinion. First of all, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Like, if you want to disagree with femboys or cross-dressers or whatever the heck it is, then that's you, right? That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. If girmsy's coming out saying that, oh, these people should go and hurt themselves, or saying other equally not okay things, then yeah, he's at fault. But I haven't seen a lot of these videos, so I can't really say for sure. If femboys are mass reporting this guy's videos because he said an opinion that they do not like, then that's not okay either, because it's an opinion. Everyone should be entitled to their opinion. Once again, if he's been saying things like, oh, they should hurt themselves, or threatening harm against them, threatening to leak private information, doxing, totally not okay. But I don't know enough information, and the only reason why I'm even mentioning it in the first place is because it's somewhat related to the whole Saammuel situation. Once again, I'm not siding with femboys or with girmsy. I'm just neutral in this situation. So now I want to go ahead and tell you guys my own experiences dealing with false strikes, and it all happened a year ago. You see, a year ago I was waking up from being asleep, right? I just woke up one morning and I got an email notification, and it said that one of my videos was removed for violating community guidelines. At the time, I was freaking out, worried that it was my main channel, but it turned out to be my side YouTube channel, Joey's Adventures, which is basically a vlog channel, right? And I didn't appeal the video or anything because the video was actually in violation of YouTube's community guidelines. What I mean by that is the video was called Alyssa the Dum Dum or something like that. I don't know. In that video, I basically told people to spam my sister's YouTube channel. I made that video back in 2017, 2018, around then. So I was obviously in the wrong. And since it was a warning, I didn't appeal the strike or anything. So I was like, oh well, I'll take the L on that strike, right? 2 weeks later, I get another email from YouTube saying that one of my videos got taken down. The video that they took down was also on my vlog channel, and the video is basically me throwing firecrackers, like those little wolf pack fireworks that every child has used before. You know, like those little white bags that you throw on the ground and they make a little noise. Yeah, one of those. I was throwing those things on the ground as a video for YouTube, right? And YouTube decided to take that video down. What's really funny is that on that exact same YouTube channel, I had videos of me lighting Roman candles, those little tank fireworks, rockets, all sorts of different types of fireworks, and YouTube does not care. They only took down the video where I threw the least dangerous firework, which was the Wolfpack fireworks, which I thought was quite interesting. And get this, guys, the reason why they removed the video was for child safety. And keep in mind, in the video, it was just me. My friend was recording me, but it was just me, right? There's no other person in the video. I was throwing these firecrackers in a parking lot. I wasn't throwing it at people. I wasn't throwing it at cars. I wasn't throwing it at animals. I was throwing them like how you would use firecrackers in real life. I was just throwing them like how any other normal person would throw them. And YouTube thought I was in danger, so they removed the video. That video, at the time when it got removed, was 4 years old. To add more to this whole situation, at around the same time, this is when the whole Quantum TV situation was big. And for those that don't know a lot about Quantum TV has a fan base, and his fan base was known to be mass reporting and mass flagging videos that they didn't agree with. And my theory at the time was, and this is still my theory, is that Quantum TV or Quantum TV supporters did not like what I was saying on my main channel, so they were trying to find a way to take me down, and they found my old videos on my vlog channel and decided that, hey, you know what, we're gonna mass report them. And that's what they ended up doing, and they were successful. Luckily, they didn't get my channel terminated, but they got 2 of my videos down. I could absolutely be wrong and YouTube just updated their bots, but the timing and the coincidence just make too much perfect sense. So, in my eyes, I think it's a Quantum TV supporter that tried to take down my YouTube channel. To finish this video off, here's my final thoughts. I would understand why YouTube would want to remove any video that violates their community guidelines, no matter how old it is. However, YouTube needs to implement a grandfather policy, and it doesn't need to be called the grandfather policy. It can be named whatever, but just grandfather sounds the best in my head. A grandfather policy would be like, let's say that a YouTuber uploads a video to YouTube that breaks community guidelines, right? YouTube's grandfather policy states that any video that is older than 2 years gets taken down for violating community guidelines. That creator shall not be given a community guideline strike. Because here's the thing. People change over the course of a few years. For example, when I made that video when I told people to spam my sister's YouTube channel, at that time, I didn't see what the problem was with telling my audience to spam my sister's YouTube channel. But now I'm older and I realize that's not a cool thing. People change over time. People's beliefs change, and I think a grandfather policy would definitely help protect creators that have changed instead of punishing them in the future, if that makes any sense. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Check out Saammuel, and see ya. Bye.